ومقداره العظيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما وصلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sonko, for that wonderful prayers. May Allah accept all our prayers. Now we call on Mr. George L. Mendy to lead us prayers in Christianity.
Giving ceremony of outgoing students of this school. Father, we ask you of you to be within our mix in order to control our actions. Also, we ask you to guide and protect us throughout this occasion. We ask you to bless all as you bring us from our homes to grace this occasion and take us back home safely. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mendy, for that wonderful prayers. May Allah accept all our prayers. Good. Now, without much ado, we get into the program proper. But before that, we can sing the national anthem. Yes, DJ, are you ready? Let us all stand up and sing the national anthem. After the count of 2, 1, 2. Thank you very much, DJ. Thank you. Okay. Now, going into the program proper, we have the welcoming remarks by Mr. Mendy, George L. Mendy, Deputy 2.
Good afternoon.
Warm greetings from the African Renaissance TV from wherever you are watching us from. This is The Call and I am Mohamed Bibaji. Well, today we are here in the Gambia at a special location at New Yundum Lower Basic School to attend a graduation ceremony that is going to oversee the graduation of over 200 students here in the Gambia. But to have an insight into this, I will first go through some interviews with some key personnel, including graduates and parents, as well as key guests amongst you, to give you an insight of what is happening here. So joining me is the head girl of the school, who is also one of the big brains of this school as far as the New Yundum is concerned. You want to tell us who you are as far as your name is concerned?
Okay, my name is Jam Idrissa Biaye, the head girl of New Yundum Lower Basic School.
Well, you are the girl that is harboring all other girls, in fact, maybe with other boys in this school. That is amazing at such a graduation. But how do you feel?
I feel very happy and grateful for our graduation, and then I am very thankful for our teachers for organizing this great and historic memorable occasion for graduating students.
Well, it is amazing. So are you saying bye-bye to New Yundum?
Yeah, because I'm going to St. Peter's High School.
Okay, and then the school we are proceeding to a different high school, but that is important. I don't mean to take a lot of your time. This is a happy day for you. But if you had to give an advice to yourself and your fellow graduates, what would it be?
I want them to focus on their books. If you are not educated, you are not nothing in society. But if you are educated, people respect you. But if you are not educated, no respect you.
Well, education is key to our success in this day and time, and then we will take that from you. And every graduate that is there watching us right now would have to take that as an advice. We are glad to have you here, and you look beautiful today.
Thank you very much.
Broken promises are detrimental to the society, unseen by those who does not taste the bitterness of poverty. That is why prices are decided by the rich, paid by the poor. The demise of such broken promise the poor shall never mourn. I am the custodian of the poor youth, women and children. The pen that writes their plans and inspire their children. The mind that voice out their wishes. Desire and the revolutionary seed that they sowed in their land. I feel the heat and the light as long as the sun shines. I dominate on the sand and footprints of time. As I flourish, do not water me with western aids, like a present of neocolonialism at its birth. Serve us without fear or favor, evil or affected, be guided by your own. Our constitution, that constitution free from its corruption, for the interest and development of our nation, our motherland, the Gambia. I thank you all for a wonderful time attending
our Supreme Constitution. One person, one vote, and with decision in a free and fair election, free from manipulation. The free democratic gain we want for our country and this turning point shall avoid the repetition of the joy I wish for my Gambia, our beloved nation. It is ability to jealously protect her children, lands and rivers from all form of colonialism and foreign exploitation. In order to end oppression and free youth from destitution, I argue each and every one to vote in or out, to save those living from hand to mouth, to free Gambia from corruption and blackout. Expedients are out and about from north to south. In this knockout, only your vote can speak out. Elect their own family. Do not go out and shout. Think at home, think wise, make a choice and bold one. Your vote determines the price to pay and the truth to dance. Put out them in headmistress, deputy head teacher, senior teachers, parents, invited guests, my fellow graduates, and the rest of the audience. My name is Salma Tajani, a member of New Yundum Drama and Debating Club, and I thank you all for your wonderful kind attention.
Thank you very much.
Their culture is just unique. Their culture is just unique. It's just wonderful. It is just unique. Wow. Can you clap for them, please? Let's clap for them. Because today is your day. You need to be happy today. Your children are leaving you. You are going to part with them. Parting is a sweet sorrow. That's my own voice, my son now. Wow! That's my own voice, my son now. Their culture is just unique. But the son now, he joined us. This is just exceptional. It is just exceptional. sayang, apa sayang? work for it. You deserve it. So, that is my one voice. Madame Bojang, Sergeant Bojang. Aha! Mr. Sane, where are you? Did you hear us? Mr. Sane? Mr. Bojang, Bojang English or Bojang Science? Mr. Chongan, you are now on welcome. So the baby one of
Business control and the high power delegation on the Nuna this commission. They control medical control and one with the bed and the Pulkan Mabey occasional. Ulula control Nila, Ulula Minabena. And the student told me the graduate can be very control Nila Ulula Bay. Sort of follow one of the teacher thing to back. That teacher Koleata. Teacher, and you will do me for another soko. A paper and the Yamin Sako, Akatami, so teacher down and Yaman, Tolpanam, Poke, tend to be gay. Katika Doko Mingi, a Camino Muta, in a woo. So if you want to get a baby, you want to pass over. Nay, you want to take Yari, the Yata, and the Kanye, and the way teacher. Ulula will be in teacher, the so Tulula, they get about me, Nakaramu. By London, they Baluda, and teacher, the Kadila. They London, they will be capital and Dinamo also. So Dinamo, the London, and so the work teacher, power contact, they can be Mula for one. But on top, the teacher tell to the back, headmaster Soto, and Ministry of Education. They tell them they jail a bucket and look contact a bucket, a marketing program, Sibal. So, graduate students.
Jangan ko bulo nim don ko wala kan to samba o to albe bulo ko sala ne nim na mo fa kuma beto ale bulo ko sa ba de biso sala sa fa mo ni na tin ne ka don ko man usa wanda ba Mr. Lamin Fati 1997 Fati was in my class I bet na class or ko madama ñu put ba Fati was my student in 1978 at Brikama Lower Basic School. Fatih was there with Mr. Lee, that's Lami Lee, and the now current Dr. Abba Hydra. Wulamu Motimi Alonko, he be grade 6, they were very good students. They go for me Fatih, they got Fatih currently, 1978, one Fatih forward not a Fatih Tata for people about Otomo attend to politics. dunia wala ne ko isa da man ni ya nyami isa mata nyama isa fa nyama ya to nyama biya falen bi minto ya wala jamaate Mr. Fati fa so mo ya di alon ko Fati lo nyinti doli ma alon ya wala Mr. Fati ma mun don galam can you stand up please Mr. Fati hey allo ko dai allo ko Fati ela mo inale nega Fati go and do this and borokata amam kujibe for Fati na ayela mo tijala for bi Fati sida for Fati fana mo soja Fati bala ke dindi do bele ka Fati tida Fati roba bi dam ko la be dula wew nina modi mala ko ay Gambia be representé nina modi mi alon ko aka bori brika ko mando banko tola atraka fosta dunia pepon wala bi nyinti da Fati bi akada sanyi montanya mande fabi be ni fatla doji oto mo se tanya lo ibu tanya misalo ibe mi sabale salo journalist bi abe mi sabala salo bi me jusare mbal be kontona tichal min bija ticha musoli fele siri nyete ja musoli do pula ba Yundum School ko tam chama ko bal ticha muso sia tela karamu do ko di muso dawo da je ko di ago na mo lam to nya yemaje bela idi fo ba nya ala bulo ko sal fo ndesal duka to idi bom mbal jayla mbal tebula ala do koka ala do ko jimma min ka wala ka filtendi ani Mr. Fati bijanne anata mulu ko denke mpaw barindi ko te ka bije ko sukai boja muna ila ne ba malo ala fa wuli ngaji be mi sukai boja over nyinna moti mi ala go aseta Mr. Fati no ko buni ba kala na ka nyo consult aka important whatever you are doing consult your partner go with your partner cooperate with them and then you see how best you can go forward dunia mabosi man la fete ambala pa sit jai ya kada baka ni kala moto yindi ya muso asya kulo ko siye ya kada baka le to mo pe da dia buya yelo go you know could be ne amoy St. Peter listen and listen go ne amoy St. Peter Yundum School ne me yeso sa tani ali to ma ba bi exam ka grade 9 Yundum School amaka ya dole ko ba ga ko da exam ta la St. Peter's mo be go janne bali ben dara janne ne amoy exam ta ko to janne be ta man duro wala it is wala kabo da kada fo kallaji kana ho burman bar yer kallaji kana bulfur Yundum School kana mumme dan example grade 9 yinan andi ya so mo to primary school da grade 6 sala do ko dem sirin den je sala ka ko ha mbida kara mondo to ta ba ta kunda ko kara mu ina nan ja mbadan sa da handi wul kana ta ma je ya ba halin bi do be toro ko na ata se ba momo ta se bida imeta nteta urula lebe siri adu lebe bore mbonda ko chalo moto ba fananja paso to dole budol be sibe fana ko ta fama nyami aka adu be ka ata kala mondo to ala la satere fa mo mai la tozo bani ala mando ba abdan ni kala primary school ja so de kali andi mi kali mukara mo ke danja ala bulo ko sala primary school dan se ko ne na primary kana wannan so I am sorry I'm going too far but then the among banda kono no nina tanyo kula ma kono ba klasa beta sama kono magere but as I let that we are going out alma faces ka santa ke alfa la baba ja abu da from grade 6 you are going to grade 7 from grade 7 you are going to grade 9 from grade 9 you are going to grade 10 11 12 that's why they say 6 3 3 grade 6 grade 9, grade 12. Al-Karab. Ayah subuti abuna. Ayah nak punya kau double suto. Dan semua dan si kong ama beje. Ayah ni suka dekat tesna. Randot. Al-Karab, please thank you very much. Mbal kontona, mbal jaya, mbal tedu.
Clap him Sabiai for that wonderful speech. Okay, I can remember all of Mr. Fadila quote. I'll start all that. But you don't put the horse before the cart. So Fadila Fongo be futala male ata fa mina diamal ba janno ala biography mina le bata dila fati mu dumale so nobody je sambe Mr. Jammeh ana molu nyamol inda tendamande Mr. Jammeh if you are ready Thank you very much. Hello. Thank you very much, Mr. Jammeh and the crew for that. And from there, the head of the school, Madam Auntie Sukai Bojang, will give her speech. Then we will break and go for lunch. Then after lunch, we are going to get into the graduation proper. Okay. Now, the biography of Mr. Fati. Mr. Fati is a veteran educationalist who was born and brought up in Brikama Town, Combo Central District, West Coast Region, on the 11th day of November, 1962. He went to Brikama Primary School from 1969 to 1976. He later proceeded to Brikama Junior Secondary Technical School from July 1976 to 1980. He was appointed as an unqualified teacher and posted to Sotuma Kantora Primary School from 1980 to 1984. He was later transferred to Kerewan Sambasire Primary School from 1984 to 1987. Then to Dangungu Primary School from 1987 to 1988. In 1988, he sat an entrance examination and succeeded to do a primary teacher certificate, PTC. He became a qualified teacher and reposted to Sotuma Kantora Primary School from 1990 to 1991. He was later reposted to Dankungu Primary School from 1991 to 1993. From Dankungu, he was transferred to Region 2 in Kafuta Primary School from 1993 to 1998. And from Kafuta Primary School, he was posted to Nemban Primary School from 1998 to 2001. From 2001 to 2015, he was posted to Giboro Primary School, where he got his first promotion as Deputy Headmaster, Category A in January 2008. In the same year, he was identified to do a management program organized by Gambia Teachers Union, where he was certificated. In the year 2008, he was also identified as a cluster trainer on curriculum. In January 2015, he got his second promotion as a headmaster, category A. In the same year, he became the vice principal of Giboro Basic School. In September 2015, he was transferred to New Yundum Lower Basic School as a senior teacher. He was later promoted to Deputy 2, Deputy 1, and subsequently, in January 2022, he was promoted as a headmaster, category B. Besides his biography, Mr. Fati was a charismatic leader with distinctive and unparalleled leadership skills and qualities. During his tenure in New Yundum LBS, where he retired, his administration was all-inclusive. He unites both the staff and the students. It was also crystal clear that under his tutelage, he groomed, mentored, molded, and shaped a lot of teachers who are today playing a greater role in the society. Mr. Fadi was a leader who had a very good foresight and vision for bringing development to the doorstep of the people he is serving or leading, and New Yundum was of no exception. Mr. Fati, during his years in New Yundum Lower Basic School, had immensely contributed to numerous development projects. And among those projects were the initiation of MRC Holland Foundation classroom buildings, fencing of the school perimeter, introduction of the nursery components, construction of the mosque to observe 5 daily prayers, and creating a link between ex-students and the school. And today, the ex-students are playing a greater role during sports and prize-giving ceremonies of the school. More importantly, during his tenure, the ancillary staff of the school has also increased significantly to ensure quality education. So, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you our former head teacher, our father, our uncle, our brother, our grandfather, in the name of a great personality called Mr. Lamin Fati. Mr. Fati, you are welcome. Good. Now, Mr. Fati, you are welcome to the podium to give your speech. Let's clap for him, please. A round of applause.
I say good afternoon to headmistress, staff, pupils, Alcalo, SMC chairperson, and his members, Mothers Club, our sister school, that is the Upper Basic, Mothers Club vendors, Parents Teachers Association, representative from the regional office, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Here present, I feel deeply honored and sincere to be called upon to this auspicious occasion. The school is blessed with trained and dedicated teachers who are always ready to render excellent service to the kids and are very caring. They are type who doesn't wait to be told what to do most of the time. especially the senior management team, who are also visionaries with wisdom and are ready to share with other members of staff towards the welfare of the pupils under the school. Together, through their collective efforts, the school is able to register its name of excellence performance in the area of education, including extracurricular activities, always prepared to take the flag of the school at a higher height. Coming to contract teachers, they had a very cordial relationship with the entire staff and the management, and that they are always ready to share their experience with young teachers who are in the making. I thank them for that because they take up, guidance and counseling. Coming to the school management team, that is the SMC, Mr. Bia and the team, they are always ready to answer to the call of the school where necessary, and then they go side by side with the school administration and the staff within the school administration. Vendors, coming to the vendors, they are always ready to provide affordable and quality food to the kids. They give support to the needy also, with cordial relation with the entire staff. Their relationship with the entire staff is always cordial. At times they will provide food to the students who doesn't come to school with lunch, so I thank them for that. Ex-pupils here, are people who I really admire, because they are people, as they came into the school, they come up with, visions. Those visions, they are seen plain, and these things they are providing furniture for the school, because looking at the first two classrooms there, it was the ex-peoples who provided furniture to those two classrooms. So we thank them for that effort. And then coming to Parents Teachers Association, in collaboration with the Council of Elders, with Parents Teachers Association and the school management is always cordial, because anytime they are called upon, they answer. Though there are problems those normally students will have with teachers, but it never go out of hand. We make sure that anything that happens within the school, we table out with parents within the school. So there was never a time when a parent will come, and play foul on teachers here. So I thank parents for that. And then whatever, they are also partners in development, in making. So I thank the entire leadership and the management for making this occasion a success. United we stand, divided we fall. I thank you all.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Fati, for that wonderful speech. Akamem for Wolomu, Abida Watomina, I achievement mul shoto. Tombe nyayol jele, Naya Jube, in building MRC Holland Foundation, the Fati Tarajane, Arafan contributor, Adabi Jele, Punim Billino in Ajang, Molka Sali Jama Mento, Fati Wole Alo in Karamudo, Jama Mume Karamudo B. Saliwato Saliwati, Nasida, Dindun Kata Salula Jamauto, because of Mr. Fadi in Jamon Abidjan, Akaratella from Gokoro. So Mr. Fadi, I had a bag in school, Woman came with Kumpot. Okay? Then nobody gave. From there we call on the head of the school, Auntie Sukai Bojang, to give her speech. Then from there, we are going to do the presentation. We have a small token. The school had a small token to present to Mr. Fati. So we are going to present that. Then from there, we will take a break, maybe 30 minutes break. We go and have our lunch. Those who want to pray, you go and pray. Then from there, we get into the graduation proper. So, Madam Bojang, you are welcome to the podium.
Annual graduation of Yundum Lower Basic School for grade 6.
It is so wonderful, it is just nice. Let's clap for them, please. So, as students, they are contributing immensely. Both our inter-houses and the speech and prize giving ceremony. So, as students, your
members of Parents Teachers Association, the guest speaker, parents, the graduates, the outgoing students, fellow ex-students, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to you all. Through this presentation today, I am going to take you through the achievement of this Student Association, our aims and objectives, and the things that we are ready to do for the school. To commence, the New Yundum Student Association is a charitable organization formed on the 23rd July 2021 by some concerned students at that time through the help of some benevolent individuals. And stars of the school. Subsequently, it has been recording so many items on its action plan and partaking in series of activities such as prize giving to motivate students and foster the spirit of competition among them. And foster spirit of competition among them, cleansing exercise, extracurricular activities in the school, and a host of other activities. Madam Headmistress, the chairman, guest speaker, ladies
and gentlemen, some of the main aims of the association are as follows: motivating the outgoing students of our alma mater through prize giving to install the mentality of good performance and excellence in them, to aid all the staff on coordinating the extracurricular activities such as graduation, inter-house, cleansing exercise, to name a few. In addition, the association is aimed at promoting students' general welfare by creating a vibrant association which can entirely bring all ex-students of Yundum Lower Basic School to participate in academic and cultural issues of the school, which are of interest to its members and humanity at large. The objective of the association includes the safeguarding of the educational process of the school, encouraging amicable relationship between members and current students of the school as well as the school administration, encouraging positive dialogue with appropriate authorities where the need arises, and to enable the ex-students of the school to speak with single voice on major issues regarding matters on the general good of the students. It will also be very committed interest of the association to extend humanitarian assistance to needy students or groups where possible, and encourage and inculcate attitudes and values in students. To sum up, we equally embark on unifying the outbound students of the school under one umbrella. On behalf of the entire ex-students association, I challenge the outgoing students to join the noble institution to equally have their pleasure in contributing their quota in lifting the glory of our alma mater. In this vein, we also challenge you to pursue your educational dreams and become role models in the society. We advise you to make the best use of the time that may come your way in your quest to sell the venture, to sell out yourselves to the wider world and equally venture into profitable vacations to create a greater gap between you and those who could not have to secure the opportunity to reach your academic level. In conclusion, or to conclude with, I would not do justice if I don't mention the members of the ex-students association for their tireless effort in making the association successful. This effort says these people who are always ready and available when called by the association. So we thank you all for your relentless effort. The association would dare the unbearable to see that the graduated students of Yundum Lower Basic School are unified. The school administration is supported in all our humanly abilities, encourage the ongoing students of the school through educational motivation available within the reach of the association. I'll end my speech with this: education breeds confidence, confidence breeds hope, hope breeds peace. It is only through education that we can live a peaceful and harmonious society. Thank you all. Let us give them a round of applause. That speech is just inspiring. So that is going to the outgoing students. As you can hear from the Secretary General, so you ought to do your quota now that you are leaving the school. But all these outgoing students, they are not working. They are never working. They don't start working. They are still going to school, but they are contributing immensely. They are here with their prizes for both sport and prize giving ceremony. They contribute. So you are also passing out. You have to do your quota. You have to come back and give back to your school. So Secretary General coming for wala makadiamu muldindun mu yalla ko bitaka ibitaka nyaw yanding bari nyanda murulale ke do mañol mako do mañol bija e sele mako rola so ndi defala bita e yanda murulale pour que do mañol mako karam da dinno na muti fente bulu ila la ki nyoni ko le ka nyoma ye price sang ye na di idoma nyolla so na mo nya ma tan fa albida kan na kada alkana nyina ale muruna ko skulo aldoma nyolla bijang ansai so ale kafuma alni do ko ke pour yundum kala mum ay ta nyato so ala baraka ba thank you very much. Good. Now on the itinerary we have a drama. Mr. Game and the crew, if you are set, let's go on with the drama.
The Speaker in the National Assembly. I would like to remind all the parliamentarians that each of them had only 2 minutes to present his or her debate. The topic of the debate today is mobile phone do more harm than good in education. We have 2 main members that are the government members and the opposition members. Each members have a leader. The government members have a prime minister and the opposition member has opposition leader. And I would like to start from the government member, that is the prime minister from the government member, Honorable Gay. Thank you, Madam Speaker. My dear members, these mosquitoes here and the rest of the audience. My name is Honorable Gay, representing Obafuladu constituency. Madam Speaker, I support the motion which says mobile phones are doing more good than harm in education. Firstly, mobile phone is carried on the person so it is accessible anywhere and at any time. This makes accessing learning content easy regardless of our location or the time of the day. So students can have access to the tools that expand their learning without interruption. Secondly, it allows learners to access educational resources and participate in learning activities anytime and at anywhere. Mobile learning can be a opposition leader from the opposition pen members, that is Honorable Yabo. Give me the mic. Thank you so much, Madam Speaker. Before going further, I would like to define the word mobile phone. It's a device that can be solid and be called over a radio, live while moving around a white. Hey, not live while. Oh, please. These are the kind of people we have in our parliament. They are this second brain function and other effects mobile phone radiation and health for the house. Order in the house, please. Madam Speaker, mobile phone is what? Mobile phone is what? You can't even read properly. These are the kind of people we have in our parliament. Now we need to know the full students. No, please. Let's be ready. Right. My opponent, if you are right, that's not the plan. It doesn't mean that you are on the wall. The other young people chair, when the new person of educated, accurate timekeepers, the organizers of New Yundum Drama and Debating Club, I thank you all for your wonderful kind attention.
Madam Speaker, my beautiful and handsome government members, this cockroach is sitting down here and the rest of the audience. My name is Honorable Dali Jam, the parliament member from Sumbala constituency. Madam Speaker, I want to support the idea which says that mobile phones are doing more good than harm in education. With the continuous advancement in mobile phones, they are now used for a variety of purposes, especially sending and receiving text messages and emails, surfing the internet, taking pictures and videos, communicating on social platforms, listening to music, watching movies, and many more. Madam Speaker, cell phones not only keep us connected and provide a sense of security, but they also play a crucial role in emergencies which can potentially save lives. The significance of cell phone extends beyond personal safety. Madam Speaker, thank you, Madam Speaker. My beautiful and handsome government members, this cockroach is sitting down here and the rest of the audience. I thank you all.
Thank you, Honorable Cham. May I invite Honorable Bang?
Thank you, our beautiful Madam Speaker. My beautiful and handsome opposition members. The police and the corrupt government members and the rest of the audience present here. My name is Honorable Fatma Dabaro, the parliament member for Sana Mentere constituency. Madam Speaker, this is attention in class. Listen out on important lessons. Thank you, our beautiful Madam Speaker, my bench members, this four are sitting down here, and the rest of the audience. Madam Speaker, my name is Honorable Babu from Lower Nyami constituency. Madam Speaker, this is how I structured my debate. I will give out my points, defend the points made by my bench members, and against the point made by these four mosquitoes. And finally, first of all, mobile phone have revolutionized communication. They have broken down the barriers of distance, allowing people from all corners of the world to connect effortlessly, whether it is through voice phone, text message, or video chat. Mobile phones have made communication faster, more convenient, and more accessible. This has profound implications for families, friends, and businesses, enabling them to stay connected, share important moments, ideas and information. Secondly, mobile phones have become essential tools for education with the advent of...
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good afternoon, Madam Speaker. My opposition member, the Peace Mosquito.
That was from your dirty mouth.
Present here today. My name is Honorable Jamo, Parliament member for Neon West constituency. Madam Speaker, this is how I structure my debate. I will bring out my point against the user point made by the...
Drop that word from your dirty mouth. Go and brush your dirty mouth.
Madam Speaker, one of the negative effects of mobile phone in student life is lack of focus. Madam Speaker, when I mean lack of focus, student time is vaccinating and spend hours there thinking.
You see, it's not the kind of people we have in our parliament.
It distracts them from their studies and sport. As kids wish to spend more time with their food than their food.
President, our beautiful Madam Speaker, my beautiful and handsome government member, the fully stupid government member, and the rest of the audience. Good afternoon to you all. Madam Speaker, the topic of the debate today is mobile phones are doing more good than harm in education. One of the biggest benefits of Google Class, it is simple to use and encourage collaboration between students and teachers.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Good afternoon, Madam Speaker, my beautiful and handsome opposition members, the fullest government members, and the beautiful audience present here. Madam Speaker, this is how I arrange my debate. I will give out my point and defend the point made by my bench members. And defend the point made by my bench members. At least against one point made by my opponent. I, Honorable Johnson, Parliament member for Upper Northern constituency. The gradual review on the mobile phone is highly disconnected. Addition to mobile phone can cause serious mental disorder to the human body. It can cause wasted time due to overuse. It can increase tiredness during the day. Mobile phones are very harmful when used in normal and irregular ways. Mobile phones have one sick and the sickness rattles from the eyes. Mobile phones have both positive and negative impact on people. Let us learn more about positive effect of mobile phone. Thank you, Madam Speaker. My beautiful and handsome opposition members. The free Thank you, Honorable Johnson. Thank you, Honorable Johnson. And thank you all for your wonderful kind of attention. Thank you, the judges. Thank you, the judges. And thank you, the man who is on behind me. That is Mr. Jammeh. We are thanking you all for your wonderful kind of work that you've done for us. Thank you so much. They say you are living. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smiles. For they say you are taking the sunshine. And the fall we pray together. As you go down your home to your new school, may you never forget us in Yundum. Oh, remember Yundum LBS. team of dedicated teachers for organizing this great historic and memorable occasion for graduating students. Our teachers have carefully laid a solid background for our education in future. We are academically prepared by our teachers. Thank you. Our great teachers, we owe you a great debt. New Yundum Lower Basic School is a manufacturing industry that produces tangible knowledge. In fact, New Yundum Lower Basic School is the best lower basic school in Usubaya constituency, both in academics, sports, and discipline. My humble and genuine appointment as the head guard made me understand that I possess some good qualities of leadership, which made my fellow students to choose me to take over the mantle of leadership. I thank them for their cooperation and obedience. As Allah says in the Quran, Surah An-Nisa, chapter 4, verse 59, that all you believe, obey Allah and obey the messenger and those who are chosen. I accept the role that was given to me with a zeal to come out with a unique leadership role, and Allah has helped me to do so. My role as head girl has taught me resilience, determination, and confidence. During my nature in office as head girl, I encountered so many challenges and difficulties, such as dealing with stubborn students. Some students choose to be notorious whenever I direct them to carry out a function. But with the tireless effort of the headmistress and members of staff, I managed to scale through all the obstacles that came my way. During my nature in office, we are able to make the school environment clean and green, which eventually promotes effective teaching and learning. I want to use this opportunity to thank my dear classmates, most especially the head boy and my counselors for always standing by my side to ensure the proper
Assalamu alaikum to each and everyone. Good afternoon, Mr. Guest Speaker, Kemo Conte, my SLC Chair, Mr. Omar Biai, Mothers Club, Sally and the team, my senior Ustaz, Ustaz Sonko, Mr. Diba, Principal Upper Basic, Mr. Alu Bangura, a friend to Mr. Fati, and Mr. Fati, Mr. Jame, French teacher, a friend also to Mr. Fati, teachers, my deputies, Mr. Mendy, Mr. Barrow, parents, pupils of this school. Today marks another important milestone in the history of this school as we gather today to witness the farewell ceremony of our retired headmaster, Mr. Lamin Fati. In the same event, the graduation of our outgoing student and the prize giving. This is indeed a great achievement for one to serve his or her country as an educationist up to retirement age. Mr. Fati, who served throughout the breadth and length of this country, today, many of his students are holding responsible positions in this country. Mr. Fati, as you know him better than me, because he had the school for so many years before he retired. He has a legacy in the school due to his foresight and innovative initiative to promote unity, talent, effective learning, and quality education in a conducive atmosphere. As I mentioned before, he removed the horn from the school for me to have a smooth administration, which I have. Indeed, he is incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, join me to congratulate Mr. Fati for a job well done. Mr. Fati,
congratulations.
Thank you for job well done. Please continue to remember us in your prayers. On behalf of my staffs, pupils, SMC, vendors, and the community at large, I take this opportunity to wish you well in your retirement age. Thank you.
terms of reference, I tell you, I'm going to do jam. Ita mandara do ko ke ka nyama. Ita wala tan ko san kudo ate ko bele encompass. Encompass the private primary school, private junior school, for ila do ko labe. So mbena emphasize that. Bangu ten dunia kono me ya longo asijiru no kuluko. Let me emphasize this. Mote jang me ya longo. Sama assistant no ay karang 512 ay esol so ala tamena ay banko na fa ning imam ko so ning karam mo ko ndenya ndena la juna karam mo dole ni wati kare nyanda kana wato ning karam mo ko ndala uniform wa nyanda ka pass le pour ngana karam mo do e nyanda wala kara ning karam mo ko e nyanda katala ya assembly atan ita nyanda wala kara ning karam mo ko ita nyanda ka study la pour ñing kamala karam mo to si dia ita to dia la ulul to dia e nyanda wala tandi ko ta kuluda ba ning karam mo ko ita ko b ita ta kuluwa te la ko so discipline in education is fundamental. You cannot get anything in this world without discipline. If you look at the most successful countries in the world, let's take an example of China. China bangula di bi dunia kono ila ko mo jahaliba. Am tubabul la lonna ko almale am ko economy study. China la yirwa ima define no. Amunde ma explain no. Yamuna fa e kan ko the Chinese miracle. Nyama miracle to akan kono wala mo ndiko ko me alan ko danaka hadama dingo ma explain no akata jomol ko wot China kunu wala be China samba kanya China la population la sera bilia bankol bela population banko yalo dunia kono China la population is there population me alan ko 1.4 billion people more billion killing and more million permanent wala be China kono but ne China jina santi pansa ko wito damba kono ye mo million pansa ko ya wala ko di fora ko o man jani ko China because banko e better economic style la so wala better economic procedures but banko fanana banko di wolu ye kunuo ye wala tandi masa kunda la maranda bi ni dara China la primary school ondo ita de la upper basic ita de la senior school someone that new student or student nata ikata you pay homage to the national flag. That is sense of patriotism. Katandiko ñina mu na banko de nga ñina je ñanta lola ñina ñanta balula ñina du ñanta faale banko le woto abe kulo fanan kono la kela banko kan abe kulo kono le kan londo ñini kela banko nafa. Somebody might question and say, why is it that Mr. Fati's resume is so beautiful, teaching, serving across the length and breadth of the country? Why could he go to Bakuya like my Badungas will do? Why can't you go and get more money? But that is not the case. He preferred to stay and serve this country. That is part of the sense of patriotism. And the sense of patriotism has some connection with discipline. Because of the long-standing discipline and the sense of patriotism, that is what makes him an inspiration to a lot of young teachers across the world. So that depicts a clear message that Kuluo Kumar. So bring Banko from a hero, I tell you, na Banko Kano, the Denin of Kuluo. So Mal be challenge the Bena. I'll tell you I'll call them grade 6. Of course, I'll get a grade 7 then. I'll be there for high school, I'll be there for universities or any other place to maintain high sense of discipline. That discipline will make you to stay and survive any circumstances. The discipline you are going to exhibit wherever you may find yourself will make you to always obtain flying colors in whatever assessment that may be given to you. Because it is the discipline that will challenge you to come to school on time, to read your books, to actually attend to any task that the school has given to you. So if you manifest discipline anywhere in the world, undoubtedly you'll be successful. But if you manifest or exhibit the opposite of discipline, your lifespan itself will be short. Because if someone take it for you, another person will not take it for you. So the challenge is, let's work hard, let's challenge ourselves that we are going to keep the glory high. We want to be proud of wherever we go to, that people produced from Yundum Lower Basic School have maintained that high sense of discipline. And today, they are taking the national flag to the higher height, and they are making this country the most developed country in the world. With discipline, you can survive. With discipline, you can be the great son of this nation. Thank you all for your kind attention.
What an insightful speech by Mr. Kemo Conte. It is all about discipline. The theme for this year's graduation is discipline in education. And the outgoing students, you have heard what Mr. Conte said. You are going to face the wider world. So you have to exercise discipline to the utmost best. If you don't have discipline, you cannot fit in any society. So discipline is the bedrock of any development, any achievement. So please try and maintain the discipline that you accord to your teachers in New Yundum Lower Basic School. Please try and accord the same discipline to your subsequent teachers. So, Mr. Conte, once again, we are very much delighted.
this is amazing. I am here standing with someone that has been crowned as the best student in mathematics, the best student in English language, the best students in science, and the overall best student of this graduation ceremony here. How do you feel having all these accolades and all these prizes right on your head?
I feel so happy, and I'm telling my teachers a big thank you to my teachers. They are the ones who did all these things for me to become like this.
So all the achievement, you are paying all that homage to the teachers?
Yes, and to my parents too. I would like to thank my parents, my brother, and my sisters, and my mother.
That's quite amazing, and that appreciation is good. I'm sure they are all happy looking at you and watching right now. But I want to know the secret. I mean, it's very irregular to be best at mathematics and English language, not to mention of science. But how were you able to do this?
It's based on my study. I used to practice math. You know, when you want to pass math, you need to practice it. Math is not about read. And the best English student also. I used to go Google and search things that I didn't know, and I asked my teachers so that
whatever you don't know, that is just to research and study. So that has been the brain behind all that hard work.
Yes.
That's quite amazing. But let's look at this. I want to take a quick question. What do you want to become in the future?
I want to become a nurse.
Wow, a nurse. Well, the Gambia and anyone watching here from the Gambia and Africa and in fact the world at large, you are looking at an amazing nurse in the making. And we will be proud as Africans, as Gambians, to have you as joining the nurse family someday in the future. We are glad, and congratulations for all the many achievements you've gathered, especially today. Here with me is a veteran who has retired from a service, and then he's back again to a place he knows, a place that is a second home to him. But we want to engage him to understand what he feels and then what advices he can have for us as the younger generations. Mr. Fati, you're welcome here onto the African Renaissance.
It's all about commitment and the patience. Because whatever thing you are doing, you know, you have to be committed to it, you know, in order to motivate others to join you. Because without patience also, you know, will be very difficult for you to maintain, you know, the position that you are going to handle. And the generation you are with. Yes, because during our time, it was a very difficult moment, because then, you know, you have to undergo so many in-service courses, trainings, you know, so many disciplinary measures, you know, were put in place. But without patience and the commitment, we were not going to be, you know, as we are today. Because then, you know, you have to be very much committed to your work. You know, you have to get discipline so that, you know, you can do your work as expected. Otherwise, we are going to be start off.
Well, I think that is quite important.
Also, I want to share with the young generation, you know, to follow suit, so that, you know, they can also reach to the ladder.
That's indeed quite a huge advice. For the younger generation, myself included, commitment is can form an underlying basis for our successes ahead. And then to look up to legends like him and veterans like him, we tend to listen to the words of advice that they have. And then this is quite a wisdom for us, and we are grateful having you here on board. Retired headmaster, now to the current and then the current headmistress of the new Yundum Lower Basic School. Madam, you're welcome on this show. Having to witness such a massive graduations in terms of numbers of the graduates, how do you feel?
It cannot be emphasized. I felt today overwhelming, because I have been having to witness graduation ceremony, but this kind is one.
This is a different one.
It's a different one. So for that being the matter, I'm so happy to be as a head of the school.
That's quite important. I mean, this is something that to see some of these successes whilst we are all here is a massive step. But if you have to have a word of advice for the graduates and then the general student body generally, what would it be?
For example, the graduates, what I have for them is another turning point of their educational career.
Sure.
So they have to double up. Though they are trying, but as they goes up, they are
things
facing
will
more
get
difficulties.
harder for them.
So they shouldn't be relaxed, saying that we are now going to upper grade, so we should be relaxed. No. They are facing more difficulties as they go up. So the advice I have for them, they have to have respect for their teachers, take their books as their friends, avoid bad influence, Let them move with good friends, have good friends, take their books as friends, respect for elders, parents, and teachers, so that they will succeed in life.
Well, those are quite a pattern of wordings that we can have. For any younger generation, this following suit in this as a roadmap, success will definitely lie ahead for us. So we'll take.
And to add to that, knowledge without discipline is valueless. Everything has to do with discipline.
So that it has to be backed by the discipline. So maybe I want to take one last question with you, especially on the side of parents. What advice would you have for them that in terms of sending their children to this school here, especially those that have not sent their school to this school? What advice would you have for them? What benefit is there for their children if they are schooled here?
The advice I have for parents is that lack of education is more expensive than be educated. So the only thing I have to tell them is to send their children to school. And not only sending their children to the school, but they have to monitor. They have to
be present in their lives.
Give hands with the teachers, the head, the school authority. Always monitor them. Come to the administration, come to the school to find out what their children are doing. There is 3 factors involving in child's education. That is the children, teachers, and the parents. So if any of this is lacking,
there will be lapses somewhere.
So we have to give hands to one another to see that these children do too.
Well, we are going to take that from you, that the parents and then alike the teachers alike have to be present in the lives of the students. If this is backed by the discipline of the students and hard work, success is definitely guaranteed for all the students. And we are grateful for having you here. We know you are busy, but then you are able to spare some time to talk to us. And we are also looking forward to having seen many successes for the school, especially during your tenure here. Thank you.
So happy to have you in this
graduation
gathering with us. Thank you so much.
It's quite a pleasure for us. Yeah. All right, thank you.
Despite your busy schedules,
we are able to make time.
Spend the whole day with us here.
Sure.
So thank you once again with us.
All right,
so
thank you. brings us to the end of our coverage here at New Yundum Lower Basic School on a graduation that has witnessed over a graduation of over 200 people here in this school. To have more insights into programs like this, keep on touch with African Renaissance TV as we bring you different institutions and programs from the society in this program known as The Call. And I am Mohammed Bibaji. The African Renaissance TV is open to partnerships in terms of coverages, collaborations with local and then international communities. All you can do is to reach out through our numbers that will always be displayed on the screen, and we will be glad to get in touch. If you have not subscribed into our channel, get subscribed into our channel to have the latest of our programs coming your way from our very many different programs. And until then, stay tuned. Bye-bye.